welcome to Find You Fridays. It's Lorene, and I am here. I'm here with you. All right, let me get onto these cool little things, these background things that I have to do so that you guys can find me and find the things. Hi, Christine. Hello, lovely. All righty, there's that one. It should pop up over here shortly. Do. All right, fabulous. Okay, and where is the comments? Cute. All righty, cool. That's part one done. Oh, goodness gracious. How have you been, Christine? How is everything going? Okay, let's share this over to my feed. Da-da-da. Let's do all the things. There we go. Happy days. Happy days. Alrighty. Hi, Juanita. Alright, banners. Let's get that up and running. There we go. Getting all the bits. Oh, goodness. It was like, I wonder if we're going to get to the show tonight. But as it turned out, we totally did. Hi, Erin. Hello, my dear. Hello. Couple more little clickeroonies. And Catherine, thank you, my love. Thank you. Hi, Holly. Hi, Melinda. Thank you. Thank you, both of you. I've been trying my best to keep up with the messages today, but there's a few I still have yet to reply to. So a little bit off with my energy. Okay. So yeah, I'm one of those crazy people who actually tries their best to reply to everybody, and yeah. What can I say? Does it always work? Because sometimes Facebook does this weird thing where it just goes and cracks the shits. And it won't let you see, especially when people put them on your wall, and it's like it just goes, just load more, and it will just not load more. So let's see. Today is the 12th of April. Yay! 'Tis, of course, my birthday, the day of my birth. I would now be 12, 13, 16 hours old. Thanks to my beautiful mum having me in the very early hours of the morning. All right. So let us, first of all, thank you so much, Erin. It's been a really lovely day. I did actually spend a good chunk of it today in my brand new pajamas, so that was wonderful. And Alex's big gift to me for my birthday is to contribute towards getting a brand new phone for me. My current phone is about 5 years old, and it's starting to do those funny little sluggish things, and you can't really blame Mercury retrograde for all of it. I did take off 161 books off of my Audible. deleted all of the downloaded files. So it's kind of like it keeps its little placeholder there of all the books that you've had, but all of the base files are all gone. And it took several minutes for that to delete. And I was like, wow. And that freed up a heap of space. But still, my poor phone is still not super duper happy, a bit sluggish and stuff. It's time for an upgrade. So she's doing really well at the moment, and I'm very grateful for her, but certainly it is definitely time for a little baby upgrade. So I have been spoiled, yes. This lovely big bunch of flowers back here is from some very dear friends of mine. I'll grab them for you so you can see them really good. Check these out. Aren't they gorgeous? Beautiful colors, beautiful purples. Purple is our favorite color, me and my friend. So just to have this lovely big bunch of flowers in a proper vase and everything. That is from Robin May Flowers, who is up here in Mount Barker. They were the florist, and yeah, I got some. Yeah, I got some new new tea from another friend, from the lady I do craft class with. I got that last night. I have had loads and loads and loads and loads of messages, which I'm just so absolutely thrilled with. It's just like, God, touching my heart. There's one lady who I actually share a birthday with. I met her through my childcare time, and I would love it actually if we could send her some healing. She's not really into the woo-woo side of the world, but if she can receive some unconditional love from us, that would be amazing. She's spent her birthday getting dialysis. Yay. So let's just send her some love, because she's an absolutely beautiful, kind, generous lady, and she mentored me so well during the start of my childcare days. And I wouldn't have been the type of childcare worker that I was unless it was her that was part of my mentoring team. So Peggy, sending you some love, my dear. So what else have I had today? Didn't go out for lunch today. I cooked lunch at home, but we went out to dinner, and we went to the Oak and Iron Tavern up here in Mount Barker. So I'm on a mission at the moment, because as you guys know, I'm on the carnivore diet or way of eating. And so I'm on a mission to find which restaurants or taverns or hotels or whatever actually cook really good steak. So the one I went to the other day, it was overcooked for what I wanted. So I would be hesitant to get another steak from them. The steak was cooked beautifully tonight at the Oak and Iron, so that was great. And they had salt and pepper squid, and it was gluten-free, which was great, because that meant Alex got to have some salt and pepper squid, and he was absolutely wrapped with that. And he's having a little bit of a break from, or just an easing off of the strict carnivore diet for a little bit. He's already reduced enough in size, so he's having a little bit of an easing off, and so he got to have some nice crispy chips, which he really loves. Thank you guys. Yeah, Peggy is she's an absolutely gorgeous being, and when I found out that she'd been ill, I was like, oh, goodness, not good. It's like, this is one of those frustrating moments where you go, why is it that some of the most kindest, gentlest, most beautiful people end up with these horrific illnesses? It's just, it doesn't make sense. But there is a part of me from a more energetic sense that goes, part of that, and this is why the book club journey is what it is. It's about taking us as women away from people pleasing and remembering our value and our worth, and being able to implement strategies in our world that will help us to know that we are strong, confident women. And that's why we are going on the book club journey that we are. And I'm getting a sense that it'll probably expand from there. But for now, this is what we've got. Juanita, there's a beautiful Indian restaurant, a beautiful restaurant Fiona took me to today for my late birthday brunch. Beautiful spot in Austin Hills where the new Drake's. Yes, I know that one. On Sims Road. Check it out. You'll love it. Indian. We've actually been there with the carnivore diet. It's not going to be so easy for us to do Indian. But yes, it was lovely when we did try it before. So back in, I think it was in December that we tried that one out. So yes. So again, happy birthday to you for earlier this week. Oh, yay, the magic book arrived today. Yes, that's this one, my friends. Yes. So yes, remembering that you have to be up to page 35, I think it was, 35 or 36, which is the end of the first tool chapter. Let's check. Yep. Yeah, you got to read up to the end of page 35 so that you can actually start your practice with that before we start on the 4th of May. I love it, Juanita, that I know where you're talking about. That's what was it called? I can't remember what it's called now. Oh, yay! Sorry. My application has been approved to the Mount Barker Psychic Fair on the 9th of June. There we go. We're all set up, ready to go. So that's fantastic. Yay. Cool bananas. So there you go. You've got pre-warning that I'm going to be at the next Psychic Fair in Mount Barker. What book is that? So Erin, we have a book club that's starting on the 9th of May. And that is for women only. We're going to be doing 3 books. The first one is called The Magic, and it's by Rhonda Burns. It's from the Secret series. They've done, I think, 6 or 8 or something. There was a whole big, huge series. But this book in particular is about gratitude and really ramping up your capacities and your abilities and your creation abilities with gratitude and gratitude practice. There's other reasons why I have also chosen this book as a first one, and purely me reasons, but for the greater overall starting point this time, I felt like a softer, little bit more gentler journey with this one will be a great way to start. So the parameters of this particular book is that it's a 28-day journey. And in the Facebook group that I've set up that you can join where everything's going to be happening, I'll put that up in here actually. I can find that for you now. And if you're interested in coming to join, I think it's that one. Yep. Okay. I've got people messaging me. Copy the link. Here we go. Cool. Paste. There we go. All right. So every day, we have the first sort of hour-long call that will happen on Saturday, the 4th of May. And every second week, I'll be doing every second Saturday at, I think I said it was 9 or 9:30 in the morning. We will be doing 1 hour long call. It will be live streamed into the Facebook group. So if you're not live, that's okay. But it would be really awesome if you were. Then on the 28-day journey with this book specifically, I will be dropping in every night, except for there'll be one Thursday that I won't be there at that time. It'll be probably in the morning or much later at night. And obviously Fridays are going to be earlier. But every night around 9 p.m., I'll be dropping in for about 10 to 15 minutes into that Facebook group and doing a Facebook Live. So this is the first book. The second book we're going to be playing with is this one that I've talked about a lot during the show. It's called Attached. It is by Dr. Amir Levine and Rachel Esef-Halia. They are both very educated doctory type people, but this book, the way that they speak about attachment styles is so palatable, and it made so much sense. Like when I first came across this book, a friend of mine had actually read it a year before me, and she was raving about it, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. But when I came across it and I read it and I went, oh my goodness, and the relationship that I was in at that time made so much more sense, and I was able to extract myself from that relationship with a lot more ease, because I was like very aware of not only what their attachment style was, but my attachment style as well. And that gave me the confidence to be able to choose something different moving forward. The next book is one that I have played with many times now, and it is absolutely fucking phenomenal, is this book. It's called Pussy, a Reclamation, and it's by Regina Thomas Hauscher. She is affectionately known as Mama Gina, and because her last name is so bloody hard to say. But this book will take you on a beautiful, as you can see, loads of notes. This book will take us through a really deep, deep journey into feminine connection, and it'll take you through a bit of history. It'll give you a really wonderful understanding and understanding of what it means to be a woman with these amazing and magical parts of our bodies, that when I did this book, it was a huge, huge game changer for me. As far as rebalancing my masculine and feminine energies, I was running really heavy on the masculine energies. And so, yeah, Pussy is one of those books that, as I was going through that book last time, within another book club that I did back in 2020, it was a massive, massive game changer. So yeah, that is our journey for this one. We went on a much longer journey. We went on an 18-month journey last time. But this time it's just the 3 books, and it'll be beautiful. The second and third books will just be like 2 chapters per fortnight, so that we can keep moving through. I think that's the way I've done it. I don't know. It's all in the descriptions and stuff of the book club. So, and like links to buy the books, like Amazon links and stuff like that. Okie dokie. So, let me just catch back up. with that, yay, Erin, I'll be happy to see you there at the psychic fair. Christine, I was thanking my money with the magic book. I purchased a scratch off ticket and won. Fantastic. Well done. Well done. Hi, Julie. How do dee? Kristen Northrop is the reader in Audible. I really liked her. Yeah. I have listened to a little bit of her stuff as well over the years too. Hey. Oh, hey, yeah. Alrighty, let's get busy. Let's get busy. Let's get our yummy cards out. Cool. Holy moly. Beautiful, generous people you are today. You are every day. Every Friday. All right, so let's get on to this weekly reading. Of course, we've had a big week, haven't we? Between the lunar eclipse, between that and the new moon, and just all those energies and Mercury retrogrades and all the things. It's been a bloody big week. So let's see how we'll go from the 13th to the 19th of April. I hope for everybody's sake it's just going to be a lot more easy. Oh dear. Juanita, I agree. Audible's been just awesome for me. I smashed through 53,000 hours of Audible of all sorts of different types in the year that I was doing stuff from like renovations and lawn mowing and stuff like that for other people. And that was a really big game changer for me, as far as, because I couldn't listen to music all the time. It was driving me bonkers. And so I listened to some really full-on books, like as in metaphysical type stuff. I got into Dolores Cannon. I read listened to the Conversations with God, all three books. I listened to the Sophia Code. I listened to the Women of Lemuria around that time. And I listened to a whole bunch of like just fantasy novel stuff as well, just to let things ease in. Okie dokie. So yeah, it's just an absolutely brilliant way to have all of those beautiful, amazing informations come in. Pussy Book, I listened to that several times. So yeah. All right. I think, why are you only showing the one comment, my friend? I don't like that at all. There we go. Yes, Catherine, your payment did come through. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Oh, that's so funny. All right. Cool. We have for this week, coming from the 13th, which is my mother's birthday, by the way, to the 19th of April. The throat chakra is the first thing that's coming up. So this week, don't be surprised if you're going to be encouraged to speak your truth. Now, speaking your truth doesn't mean that has to come out in a harsh way. You can speak your truth and still be in your potency, your power, and still be gentle and honoring in your words. Sometimes when we're just learning to speak our truth, it can come out a little bit rough. It can come out as a little bit abrupt. But the thing with this is that you don't have to stop being you. Even when you're learning, relearning, and remembering how to use your throat chakra. All right. You may also be experiencing this week some shifts from the solar eclipse or the lunar eclipse, sorry. And that can show up as sore throats and sort of a little bit like a snuffly, coldy type thing. It's a sign of a bio upgrade. So just be aware of that. So that could also be what the throat chakra is giving you a little bit of a heads up about there, just to let you know that stuff is shifting and changing around. Okay. We have a lot of chakra stuff coming up this week. So what I'm seeing across here is that it is going to be really imperative that you take time to connect in with your body and connect in with each of your chakra centers and be present with your body as much as possible over this next week, because the next one that we've got is the sacral chakra. So I'm getting a sense that there could be some upset tummies this week, that it may feel like a bit of digestive stuff going on, where you might feel like a bit clogged up. So this is a really good sign that it is time to just check in with yourself. What do you truly require? And what do you require to change to be able to allow things, the energy, to flow freely with ease? Okay, so that's what I'm getting a sense of with this one, with your good old sacral chakra. We have law of attraction, and that's why I laughed, because of course this book is law of attraction stuff. So let's have a look at this card. Relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. I would say that is very, very true. With all of the eclipses that we've had 2 of them in the last month, and they are shifting a lot of those energies away from us that are no longer desired or required. Those heavy, dense energies that you've been asking, like what would it take to get rid of this out of my life? What would it take to be, free of whatever stuff it is? For a lot of the clients that I've been working with, online clients and in-person ones, there's been a lot of stuff around judgment and releasing judgment from your world. That's another reason why I've chosen The Magic as our first book, because it's going to take, you cannot have gratitude and judgment existing in the same space. So if we're ramping up our gratitude, we're eliminating judgment out of our world. So be aware this week also of, where are you still judging you? We've got a lot, like I said, we've got a lot of chakra cards this week. So this is going to be turning in on you this week and going, okay, so where am I being not so kind to me? And your body will show you that. It'll be showing you through sore throats, upset tummies, and headaches. So we've got the third eye chakra. So it says, it is safe for you to see the energy of love in all its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. But what I was seeing from this one is that your third eye might feel a little bit clogged and sore. So you might have a bit of chakra clearing to do around your third eye. Now, one of the things that I picked up from Jesus and the Essenes, which was from Dolores Cannon, is there's a process called, I think it was called active meditation, where you can actually sit there in your meditative space and gently rub on the chakra. And what you do is get a sense of what will work for you. But it's like you can rub clockwise or I get the sense clockwise for the third eye feels best for me. Some people just tap it. So that's kind of where the tapping thing comes from. But basically, when you're sitting in meditation, just be with your chakra centers and rub them for a little bit. And you can do that eyes closed or eyes shut and just perceive the changes. Like if you have your eyes closed and you're tuning into the third eye, for example, and you're just gently rubbing it. It's not hard. It's not like you're digging your fingers in. It's not like a remedial massage or anything. You're just gently rubbing that area and perceive as the energy moves and shifts and releases. And once it releases and it's gone back to feeling just sort of nice and light and neutral, you stop and you can move on to the other ones like your crown, or you can move on to your throat, or you can move on to your sacral, or whichever. Your heart chakra, perhaps. Perhaps some people require some heart chakra work. And the other reason why I'm bringing that one up is because we've got the emotional sensitivity card again. And so I'm getting a sense that you might feel a bit tired this week. There's going to be a lot going on. We've got throat chakra, sacral, we've got third eye, we've got a lot of shifting and changing of energies coming in and out of your life. So don't be surprised if you want to take it a little easier this week. I know for some of you, it is school holidays time. And it's tricky when you've got the little ones floating around. But this is also a really, really good time for them to learn how to relax, defrag, to not be all wound up with school and all the rest of it. So teach them stuff too, okay? Give them the tools that you're practicing now. Give them those tools too. It's like, okay, we're going to sit down and do some meditation and we're going to massage our chakras. And yeah, they might think you're crazy, but it doesn't matter. Like if they even retain a tiny little bit of it and it makes them feel good, well, that's fantastic. Juanita, I always get the yoga mats out and pendulum and they love it. Exactly. Kids are curious, absolutely curious. And it's the best age to teach them stuff like this. Okay. So let's have a look at our yummy card for this next week. What's our theme going to be? What's our overarching theme? I'm sensing a lot of implant band stuff. Woohoo! Yay! Yep, we got soften. Okay, soften. All right, this is not the time. This is not the week to be hardcore in your masculine. All right, this is not going to be the week to try and control and manipulate. It's not going to be the week of trying to push ahead on things, because you're just going to have to relax into it. And when things start getting a bit clunky and chunky, relax. Go and have a cup of tea. Go have a walk, stretch your bones, whatever you need to do. But it's going to be a big week of just chilling out, tuning in, and just relax. Relax this week. Become very aware. Get your things in order that will help support your body as well. So, for example, with the throat chakra coming up, you might find with that sore throat, get yourself some Tulsi tea. Tulsi, sacred Tulsi, or holy basil is the other name for it. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant for sore throats. And if you can get loose leaf, even better. But even just a basic in a bag, from the supermarket is better than nothing. There's some really good brands out there. I have a combination of both. I have loose leaf and bagged teas. So if I can't be bothered dealing with leaves, then I go bagged. Talking about tea, here's something new that's come into our world. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. Let me change the color to white. You might be able to see it a little bit better. Maybe not. It's actually blue. It's called Blue Lotus. And it is absolutely lovely. I've been really enjoying this tea. I don't drink alcohol or anything. I don't take really substances of any kind. I can think of the last time I had like any painkiller type stuff. It was ibuprofen, and that was when I was recovering after being hit with radiation at the Canberra rally. So that was what, 2.5 years ago now. That's crazy. It's gone so fast. Anyway, but this tea, the very first cup I had, I was sitting there afterwards going, I feel quite light and just a little bit spacey. This is kind of nice. So this one is from, so this is from the Blue Lotus Effect, and it came in this quite large container actually. We've had a few cups out of it already, but it was a decent bag. I was really impressed. And it came with its own little pin on the top. And it is sustainably sourced from Sri Lanka and packed in Australia, and it arrived really quickly too. So this one was called the Euphoria one. So it is to help you feel relaxed and calm and creative and connected. And I was just like, wow, cool. And it has a whole bunch of other awesome stuff that is possible with it. It can help with increasing libido, erectile dysfunction, astral travel, sleep, mood, PTSD, and addictions. So not that I actually require any of that sort of stuff really, but it was just nice to have something a little bit different in our world. And I have been playing a little bit with astral travel anyway. So, oh yes, love it, definitely. So Blue Lotus tea, it's a little bit strong. I had it sitting over there, but that's okay. Feels good, tastes good. And even Alex likes it. So he's not huge on tea. He's definitely more of a coffee man, but he'll have a little bit of tea every now and then. All right, first cab off the rank tonight is Christine. So, the Blue Lotus Effect. Okay. And there's stuff on the bottom. It's from Palm Beach, Queensland. Okay, I'll try this. It has a QR code on the bottom. I don't know if it'll work. So if I hold it up there, maybe, and you get your phone. So yeah, Blue Lotus Effect. If you just Google that one up, you'll find it. If not, I'll send you a picture. So yeah, just something a little different. I was just like, calming and stuff. That's always a good thing to have around, you know. I have a few different types of teas that do different types of things. So it's nice to have something that's not fruity. All right. So let me run all the way back up to Christine's question. And thank you for getting my book. Do you know I got some royalties this week, which was just absolutely shocking because, you know, Amazon's very slack about giving out their royalties. So I don't know what's happened, but I actually got 3 different payments. I was like, whoa, that's amazing. Okay. Would Wallace be a good tenant for 2511 as to paying on time? Paying on time's one thing. Will he be a good tenant? Full stop. Okay. Let us have a look at said pendulum. Just rearrange things over here a little bit. There we go. Okie dokie. Let me just warm her up. Yep, I'm getting all good stuff for Wallace. I asked my beautiful pendulum here what it would create if he was your tenant, and I got a positive off that one. I asked, will he pay his rent on time? And I got, yes, definitely. I asked if he would look after the property really well. I got a yes on that one. And I also asked if he would just in general be a really good tenant overall, and I got a yes. I also asked if he would use and abuse the property, and I got a no on that one. So just in case you were wondering, you know, if it was just going backwards and forwards the whole time, it definitely said no to him being like using and abusing the things. Thank you so much, Juanita. Doesn't matter. He, she. They. I've never heard of a female Wallace, but there we go. Would you like me to just double check for a female Wallace? So I was just picking up on the energy of the person. Okay. Truth was the Wallace that I was referring to, the female that Christine was talking about. Yep. Okay. Cool. So yeah, all positive there. She will take good care of your home, pay on time and all that sort of stuff. So just asking if there's any further information for you to know about her as regards to being a tenant for you. Okay. This is going to be a really good tenant for you. She is going to help you feel a little bit more ease around the property and stuff. I've got in here, inhale the scent of life. So it's like you'll be able to take a big deep breath in and you just go, ah, yay, okay, that's one that's just like sorted for now. One thing that you're going to have, this next couple of cards is purely about you. As far as being a landlord goes, or a landlady, as the case may be, you're going to have to identify what things are not working for you, as far as attracting in your most aligned tenants for your properties. So this is something that is going to have to come from you. Which is interesting because the law of attraction card came up in that general reading, which is what a lot of this is about. Okay, so be aware of what energies you're functioning from to bring in tenants that may not be as aligned, as far as what cognitively you're going, I want to have a good tenant. I wish to have a good tenant who pays their bills on time, who doesn't trash the place, who looks after the place, right? So it's not about not trashing it. It's about looking after it, who's, going to honor the properties and treat it with absolute kindness. When you're wishing to focus on those things, you've got to have a look at what is it within me that doesn't have that is going to prevent it from coming into my world. Okay. The next thing is that this beautiful tenant might require you to be a little bit more gentle with your words. So when you are asking her stuff, be mindful of how you word it. She seems to be a little bit more sensitive as to not only the words you use, but how you say them. So she will be beautiful and gentle and all of that sort of stuff, like the pendulum is already identified, but this is going to be a wonderful opportunity for you to soften and gentle your approach to women, and to your tenants. And it doesn't mean that you don't stick up and put those boundaries in place. What it means is that your delivery is going to be a little bit different. Okay. The next card that we've got for you is that you must ground yourself. And what I'm sensing with this particular card is this is about not getting wound up in everybody else's, like your family's, ways of doing things. You have to do this whole real estate game your way. And you have to use your awareness. You have to use your knowing as to who's going to be the best fit. And that is going to be your challenge. And this is why you have to ground yourself and not put yourself up in the clouds and make yourself all go airy fairy. It's about right. And by grounding, it also is about balancing. Excuse me. Balancing out your masculine and feminine energies, but also here's that throat chakra stuff coming up, right? So you're going to have to learn how to speak with loving kindness, not only to your tenant, but also to your family. And it's going to be the kindness of setting boundaries so that you are being honoring to you and your properties, but also honoring to the family and their what they need to do to grow. Okay, so let's have a look at your yummy card. Hi, Deborah. So we here over at Find You Fridays are dealing with our throat chakra stuff for next week already. How did I get so lucky? Um, no. So yeah, as you can see across the bottom, if you wish to have an extended reading, because there's already people in front of you for that, you just pop in a little donation and you can have an extended reading too, darling. Okay. So let's have a look at Christine's yummy card. I call them my yummy cards because they smell yummy. Humor. So you're going to have to soften yourself again with humor. Okay. And it's not one of those if you don't laugh, you're going to cry moments. It just means when we're shifting and changing and growing, we've got to keep a bit of a sense of humor about it, because it's like it can get all too serious. And even as all the roles that you have in your life, find some times to laugh and to bring in the humor, because otherwise you're going to start having negative impacts on your body. Okay. All right. Thank you, Christine, for your donation. Thank you so much. Find Your Fridays is grateful. Crafting Possibilities is grateful. How did I get so dang lucky? Lucky. All right. So yes, it really truly is time to start trusting you some more, okay? And your awarenesses, because I'm pretty sure that you already knew that Wallace was going to be a good tenant. Okie dokie. Cool. Catherine. Beautiful, beautiful Catherine. Thank you so, so much for your generosity. What is your question, my dear? Had a really interesting conversation about ADHD while we're waiting for Catherine's question, around ADHD with my half sister today. And I was like, it's just kind of mild in my world, but the it's still very real that it happens, and I get distracted, and there's other times that I'm just hyper focused, and if I don't put appointments and things in my calendar, I'll forget. It's like memory like a sieve kind of thing. Never used to be like that. It's more of developed over the years, I think. But she said, yes, it doesn't surprise her because it is a genetic thing. It's passed down through the genetics. And she said, and I said to her, what if the ADHD people are actually the normal people? And we've been trying so hard all these years to be like the non-ADHD people, but in reality, the non-ADHD people are actually the minority and the ADHD people are the majority. And she goes, yeah, I totally believe that. And she said, the thing is that the ADHD aspects of the ADHD is actually a survival tool. And those who didn't have ADHD often didn't survive because they couldn't shift and change quickly enough. So yeah, that's an interesting thought, isn't it? I'd not really thought about ADHD in that way before, but yeah, it's super cool. I heard it's all about the food and diet. Can be. See, I look at ADHD as being a superpower in a lot of ways. It can, like, I watch my partner do stuff on the computer and it's like he's just flitting between like multiple screens and multiple tabs, and like the amount of tabs that he has open at any one time is absolutely mind-boggling. And it's like I can't wrap my head around it, but he knows and he can follow it all. And I'm just like, whoa. But then he looks at some of the things I do where I'm very hyper focused, or it's like I'm getting multiple things done at once, like around the house, for example. And he's just like, whoa, how did you do that? And I'm just like, I don't know, you just do it. So that's amazing. All right. Okay, Catherine. I don't know why it shows up like that in here. It does occasionally. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's quite interesting. Water, water, water. I love water. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. All right. We have the big deck just for you, Catherine. And we know it's always tricky when I'm having to do this one because there's just so many. There's so many. Relationships with who, Catherine? Because that's a very broad statement. Because we actually have relationships with everybody. We have relationships with the people, the checkout people. We have relationships with, like deep relationships. We have relationships with our family, with our friends, with our workmates. And so, yeah, I think you might need to be a bit more specific on that one. Well, Deborah, if you stick around, there's this really cool little section that I do where it is about, okay. Like I use a poetry book for intuitive readings. It's pretty fucking cool, if I do say so myself. Oh dear. I laugh because it's my poetry book. So yeah, stick around and you get to choose your number and then we read it out and then you'll get to see what happens, see what pops up. Okay, where are we going, people? Catherine, your team is very happy. It's very shuffle happy. Right, yeah. Nope. Hi, Chris. Oh, goodness gracious. You're moving a lot of energy at the moment, Catherine. A lot of energy. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Cool. Cool. All right. Excellent. Awesome. All right. So, Catherine, first of all, we have the 10 of Winter, which is the Siberian Husky dog. Okay. So it says the end of a career path, project, or relationship brings feelings of mixed joy, sadness, relief, and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a higher future awaits. So this is indicating to me that you've got some changes either happening right now or very close in the future. And it is saying to you know, it's going to bring you a mixed bag of emotions, like that stuff around like bittersweet type grief, kind of like it's going to feel like, oh, maybe a small bit of failure, but at the same time not, because you put in a lot of effort to it. So but it's like it didn't end up where you thought it would. And when we project and expect onto our creations, our relationships, our working spaces, quite often what happens is we get disappointed because we're trying to control and manipulate the situation to have it have a certain outcome. And sometimes it just doesn't work that way. So with all the changes that are going to be coming up for you, please know it's okay, and that it's all right to just feel the feelings as well. It's all right to feel like you might want to go and pee on a fire hydrant. The next card that we've got, which is along the same sort of general reading, kind of like, but this one's actually reversed, and it's the Ace of Summer, and it is the Dove. So let's read it right way up because my eyeballs are too tired. This is the beginning of a new emotional experience for you. It may be the first blush of romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. Now, the fact that it was reversed tells me that you're trying to block this a little bit. You're trying to, or maybe not block is the right word. It's more of a avoidance energy to it. It's got like, I'm trying to not look at that. I'm aware it's coming, but I'm just gonna just like put it way over here so I don't really have to look at it, because if I do, then I actually have to face up to what that means for me. So this period of time is going to be bringing up a lot of information for you. Your body is going to be communicating with you really loud and clear. And all I can hear is, please take some soft, gentle time to meditate, because there's a lot of stuff coming up. And with your meditation isn't about clearing your mind. Your meditation is going to be about it's going to be about tuning in with your body and asking it and developing that level of communication with your body so that you can really get finely honed and tuned on how she functions and the information that she's giving you. The next card is kind of exciting. It truly is. Ugh. Your team is like scratching in my ear. So you've got the Ace of Autumn, which is the calico cat. And if you have a look, those aren't cat biscuits falling around the cat. It's money. So you can expect a windfall of abundance, such as money, timely assistance, a serendipitous meeting, or a rewarding advice. You may be offered a fabulous new job or promotion, or the prospect of a profitable business venture or investment. So there's some really cool stuff that is coming your way. And the fact that that came after this one means that the quicker, if you wished for this to come faster, to, bring that abundance in quicker, you have to do this. You have to stop avoiding this emotional stuff and spend time being very, very gentle and vulnerable with yourself, so that this can be received with a lot more ease, and you can be wonderfully abundant in all the different ways that it was mentioning. Okay. Now, your relationship with your friends. These are your next cards that are coming through. Okay. So, to start off with, we've got a 5 of Winter, which is the collie dog. And it says your current path isn't leading you towards the happiest possible outcome, so why not change it? Always maintain integrity and compassion, but be alert to the hidden agendas of others. So sometimes what happens is friends will do this weird thing where you'll be doing your own path. You'll be doing your own spiritual growth. You'll be learning new stuff. You'll be absorbing information. You'll be going down and you'll be making new points of views for yourself and new belief systems. And like, it's a lot of development stuff going on, right? But your old friend group don't know how to cope with that because they're not on the same journey as you. And then there comes a bit of like, very much like with those 2 little doggies, and they're pulling on a rope. They're pulling on one of those rope toys. And it's like they're trying to pull you back into the form that you knew, that they knew you as. And you're like going, no way, you can come see me. You can come and be with me if you like, but I'm not going that way. But sometimes they'll pull you hard enough, and that's when self-doubt starts creeping in. So it's like, be aware of anybody in your world that is encouraging you to go into self-doubt. The people that you will require around you now are people who are like, yeah, fuck yeah. They'll kick your butt if it's required. Those are the best kinds of friends. But they're also equally and more so your number one cheer team. And these types of people in your world are the ones that will be the long lasting into the future friends. The people who can be brutally honest with you, and you can see it's coming from the heart space rather than a head space, and it'll feel different. It won't feel like they're trying to control and manipulate you. It'll feel more like, hey, they're saying this stuff because they've actually got my back. They love me. We've got balance as your next card for your friendship stuff. So we've got the zebra or the zebra. By merging varying points of views, you can generate an extraordinary new idea. Compromise with others and collaborate to discover a better solution. So this again it's not all black and white. There are actually areas of gray. And so this is sitting in the black and white. This is sitting more in the gray, even though the zebra is black and white. So this is very interesting that you've got these 2 cards coming out in relation to your friendship circles. So let's see what the 3rd card has, which may give some more clarity to the first 2. So we've got the 3 of Winter, which is the rose-breasted grosbeak. And it's really pretty. There's actually 2 little birdies there. And, the rose-breasted one is looking after the other one. So we've got sadness is a part of life, but you don't have to endure it alone. You may need a little time to heal, but once you're through the emotions, you'll be stronger than before. So this is tapping into the friends that will stay are the ones that will see you through the hard times as well as be with you in the good times. It took me a long time to develop friendships where I know that this is true. And where it's not about the gifts and it's not about how often you see each other. It's about the connection you have when you do connect. It's the connection of just loving each other regardless of how long it's been since you saw each other. And it's loving each other from that space of absolute gratitude for them being in your world. And so it is a beautiful, beautiful thing to have those kinds of people in your world. Okay. So nourish those people, relish them, have heaps of gratitude for them, and just be aware of those people who are trying to pull you off because they're no longer connecting with you in the same way. When you shift and change, the people who are truly aligned with you, who are your most deepest, truest friends, will adjust with you and they won't judge you. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Your yummy card is receptive. So seeing which way that's going. Okay. So your team just said it's about being receptive to the loving energies that are all around you, that there are a lot of loving energies, but there's this aspect of self-doubt that seems to crop up in your world that stops you from being able to feel them, to know them. And they're asking for you to just soften some of those points of views away and some of that stuff that's saying you're not worthy. It's like you are worthy to receive that love. You are worthy to receive all the unconditional love that the universe can gift you. And you are absolutely worthy of deeply honoring, gentle, incredible friendships and relationships with other people. And there's something within you that is possibly some little bit of trauma from your young days, which has you thinking that you're not worthy, but you are. You truly, truly are. And I wonder what else is possible there for you. As you know, I do a lot of that sort of past life regression type and this life regression work, inner child work, if you like. It's interesting stuff. And things can create blocks all over the place from something that seems to be an unrelated incident. Thank you, Juanita. I'm just feeling too distraught for picking a number reading. I appreciate the reply and your time. Also, apologies, I can only see the well, that's fine. Hope that helps, Catherine. Thank you once again for your beautiful donation to Find You Fridays. And the show, it so appreciates every single one of you. It really, really does. And now, because I don't want to get all teary. Juanita, it's your turn. What is your question, my dear? I really, really, really have enjoyed that reading. It's a good one. Mm-hmm. Hey, Lynn, how are you going? How's New Zealand treating you today? I don't know about you, but it's certainly flipped over into beautiful autumn weather for us over here in Adelaide. Whoa. Now that's a question and a half. Let us see what said pendulum says. Juanita, how old are you? Okay. So I would be going off to my doctor and asking them to test you for going into perimenopause. The pendulum says that you are not pregnant. It says that the surgery worked. It was fine. And when I asked about perimenopause, it said yes. So I would be going off and getting some tests around that. It's just a simple blood test. And just you can even just say, oh, look, I'm just wanting to check that everything is where it's supposed to be. Because you've had your tubes tied, it may have technically triggered a hormonal response within your body that is making it go into perimenopause. And if that's the case, you lucky duck at 35. Doesn't mean it's going to be over quickly for you, though. All right. So, yeah. And if that is the case, like your symptoms, that I know for me, there's been many symptoms that I've gone, God, it feels like I'm pregnant. And I'm definitely not, but it is definitely perimenopause for me. And I've been on that journey for probably 3 years now. And that was from being tested, like blood test for that one. Last time I went to the doctor. I don't go to the doctors very much. Why? I'm not sick. But yes. So that was fun. That was a nice quick one. Thank you, darling. But yes, one of the things that is really helpful, depending on what your symptoms are, is a drink that I have that I drink. It's from an Australian company. It's called Shebangs or Shebang. Let me see. I actually have a code so that you can get something like, I think there's a certain amount that you can get off. So I'll PM you the code and stuff, and you can see if you'd be interested in buying that one. Okay. So Chris, I always had a dream of this one man so vividly. Is it possible that we are destined to meet one day? That's a really interesting question, Chris. The question I'd be actually asking is, are you tapping into a different lifetime? Because dream state, you could be astral traveling. And that's part of where this dream is coming from. It's actually from astral travels. And there's a chance that he could be here. It feels heavy, but let's just have a fun. Let's ask the pendulum. Let's see if I can bring it up a bit higher so you can see it. Show me your yes. Show me your no. Oh, jeepers creepers. Truth. Is the man that Chris is dreaming of in this lifetime? Truth. Is Chris astral traveling? Truth. Is she energetically linked to this gentleman in that other lifetime? So there you go. You are astral traveling. You are having fun in your astral travel time with this lovely gentleman. You are energetically linked to them in that other lifetime. It's not this lifetime. It's something different. It's there is somebody for you, but that's not that person, according to the pendulum. All right. Let us move on to one of my favorites. Wow. Gratitude, the space between seconds, the poetry book. So, first number that pops up into your head, not necessarily your favorite number, between 1 and 88. Put it in the chat now. I just say, Chris, like, have fun. Like, if you're astral traveling and you remember it, like, fucking amazing. A lot of people can astral travel, but they don't actually remember what they've done. So that's just super cool. Super cool. All righty, Julie. All right. So, Julie, you got reflective brightness. She walks along in her own little world, humming a tune, remembering a love now lost, looking up to see her new love, her smile, a shining beacon to be returned by one just as bright. The old is gone but not forgotten, the new unwittingly making her soul sing. Julie. This is just a beautiful little poem about you finding your peace. And even in a world which is just like topsy-turvy and a bit stressed and all, it's like there's those moments of just walking along and humming a tune and seeing the beauty in the world. So it's just your team is encouraging you to do a little bit more of that and a little bit less of the stress. Okay. Edwina, 48. Okay, you got my pledge. As another day draws to a close, you're near me, telling me that you'll love me, reassuring me that you'll never leave for something minute. And one day, I hope I'll believe. And when that day comes, that I'll be ready, when I'm ready to commit to you forever. Some interesting energies there, Edwina. So I'm just asking your team where this is sitting for you. Okay. So I'm getting a sense that this one is, there's some old energies which are coming up. And, oh, okay. So is there perhaps when you were younger, a male figure in your life which you really, really looked up to, but they turned around and kind of stomped on your trust and didn't really honor you the way that you were honoring them? Because that's what I'm getting a sense of. This energy, it's a very old energy, and it's like, it's almost like it's coming up to be healed, but it's like, it's kind of bubbling away under the surface, but it's coming up as irritation with your current partner. And it's like, but it's not actually to do with him. He's not really doing anything that's wrong or like that he's going to leave you or anything dumb like that. It's just this really, really old heart hurt that's coming up to be cleansed and cleared. So what I would suggest to you, my sweet, is to go back to visit that time and do it in your meditation time and have some kindness and compassion for that moment and do some forgiveness with that person, whoever it was that hurt you. And that will just ease off all of that irritation and stuff that's happening. Okay. Alrighty, 43. All right. Paths and fate. After all these years, could it be so? Could I still be in love? The ache in my heart says yes. The voices around me say it would be a mistake. But then I've always made my own way. I have loved another so completely, but still I love you. We have both grown in our feeling, minds, and wisdom, and once again our paths have crossed. This time I think we need to do something to put my heart at ease. Fate is trying its hardest to push us together, and sometimes it's best to flow freely with fate. I've come to a place of peace in my life, of understanding and of patience. I feel that you have too. This may be a sign that at last we are ready for each other and that this world and the people in it are ready for us. So, um, there seems to be an energy. I'm not going to say a person. There's an energy that is rolling around again. And this energy is truth. Is it embodied? Yes, it's embodied. And this energy that is embodied is going to feel very, very similar to someone that you have loved before. And this is going to be a moment for you where you're going to have to choose which way. Are you going to keep rolling around to this energy and focusing on this energy and the ties and the hooks that comes with? Or is it time to release it? Is it time to just let it go? So the whole paths and fate and all of that sort of stuff, it's can be quite restricting. So yeah, that's just something for you to ponder, I think. And it's more of just a loop from your team going, this energy is going to be coming back around. Watch out. Now I'm just going to jump over for a moment to address Deborah. Deborah, I didn't ignore your message. I asked you to hang around to do exactly this. Okay? The pain that you are saying you have, I was not laughing at that. What I was really indicating with my expressions was that I couldn't comprehend why you would find it so scary to pick a number. Unless, of course, it scares you to tap into your own intuition, because this is what this particular section is about. It's actually about you and coming in and giving me the number that you pick for you. This is not about me picking the number for you. So I understand that my reaction to your message may have seemed unconventional, and I apologize for that. But also, it was never ever meant to hurt or harm. You also said that you were going to be going to bed, and you said good night. So if that's not the case and you're still here and you can now see and feel how this section runs, you are more than welcome to put a number, the first number that pops into your head, between 1 and 88. You can put that in the chat below and we can work with that. Okay? But this stuff that you're doing right now and trying to push that on me is not okay, love. All right? That's your hurt spaces. And I get it. I get that you're in pain, and I get that you're sad and you've got some stuff going on. So many of us do. But it is not honoring to push your pain onto other people. That's called projecting, and it's not okay. Alrighty. Chris, number 1. Oh, we haven't had one for a long time. Amaranthian. As we fall together, looking into each other's eyes, arms wrapped around, touching and feeling, memorizing. This is a time when nothing matters, not war, hunger, or sadness. Our love is all that counts, for all too short a time, and so the longing returns, the smiles remain, and the love is eternal. So Amaranthian it's a poetic term, and it is about an imaginary flower that never fades. All right. So the beautiful thing about this is there's obviously somebody in your world who is somebody this actually totally makes sense for what you're saying about the astral travel. This is all this. You're really pulling on this person, okay? And yeah, it's astral travel. It's kind of imaginary, but this love that you feel with him, it's not going to fade. It's maybe not in this lifetime that you're going to connect, but it will be. You'll reconnect in another lifetime physically, and like you'll actually embody in another lifetime. Okay. But quite clearly there's a link that is remaining just to keep things in touch. Okay. So it's kind of like you're going to end up loving a couple of different people at the same time. One of them's going to be in your astral world and the other person's going to be here in your real world. Okay. That's exciting. You're going to have your own little harem, but a multi-dimensional harem. How cool is that? All right. Cool, you got that one. Nighty night, Julie. Have an amazing week, my love. Okay. Anita. Okay. And just to catch Christine in that stuff as well, just to address that. Christine, you know how to book in sessions. You've got all the links and everything to do that. Okay, sweetie. All right. Juanita, 21. Tears. In these days of my life, I want everything to remain, not to get worse. No more wars, no more loss, no more heartache. I desire peace and happiness and laughter. I desire companionship and harmony. In my time, I see so much hurt and sadness that I wish to take it all away, put it in a package and never see it again. So then everyone would be happy and never have to see the tears of sadness again. So with this book, there is interesting little blurbs at the bottom of poems. And this one has a little bit of a hint of what is happening for you. And it says, a reflective piece which hints at my healing abilities. Juanita, your capacity to be empathetic to the energies of the world, not just your family and friends and your work colleagues, not just your hometown of, Adelaide or whatever. This capacity that you've got is for the entire planet. And it can be incredibly overwhelming. It is a very, very good sign that your healing capacities are ramping up, that your ability to know what people require without them really having to say anything to you is also ramping up. And these are the times where bringing in tools to make sure that you're remaining centered and calm and removing yourself from other people's energies at the end of the day or at the end of a client or whatever. These are tools that are going to be very, very useful for you to have. Okay. So, yeah. Interesting times for you, definitely. Definitely. And I can certainly see how you are shifting and changing, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. A lot of people struggle when their empathic energies and capacities grow because it's like being slammed quite often. That's when we do that meditation and I say, and we do the expanding out tools. The reason why we do that is because it helps you with your empathic capacities to not be battered around by everybody else's thoughts, feelings, and emotions. It takes you from being that tight little pebble at the bottom of a raging river going, no, and to become that big fluffy cloud going, oh, hello. Oh, it's just energy. It's all good. No big deal. So that's why I do that. Okay, we're teaching you tools that you can take away and use every day. All right, hopefully that helps, Juanita. All right. So yeah, it is huge, absolutely. And the cool thing is that a lot of what you'll be feeling and experiencing, it's not yours. It's not yours, love. It's others. When you really tap in and go, truth, is this even mine? It's like, nope, it won't be yours. It'll feel heavy. And there are times when we try to make other people's energy ours and it won't shift. And that'll be a really good sign that you've taken on some kind of agreement that you will heal other people. And you'll do that by taking in the energy. So back in the, Victorian times, they used to have many different types of healers, and one of them was called a soul eater. So this is somebody who would come when you died, and they would absorb your soul and take it off so that it could be transported to the next stages, because the people at that time believed that that was how your soul left your body. It had to go into another body to then be released, and it had to be released by this soul eater person. Now, as healers, we've taken on a bit of that point of view from those times where we believed to be able to heal someone, you had to suck it out of their body into your body to be processed and released from there. Now, that's not true. You don't have to suck it out of people's bodies. You can encourage them for it to leave of its own accord. You can be the button pusher, if you like, where it's like they'll be able to release it themselves, and that is the best possible pathway for a healer to work. But the problem is that so many of us have this ancestral, this spiritual agreement for the former of the having to take shit into our body. And that includes thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So be aware of that. And, you can just ask it to release from your body. You can cut cords at the end of sessions or at the end of the day. There's some really awesome tools that I've learned along the way that help me. And I use them after the end of every show, just so that I can go to bed and be myself and not have all of your guys' teams going in my head all day, driving me nuts, because that's not okay. All right. So do whatever tools work for you. And I look forward to seeing how your capacities grow, because it's pretty exciting. Christine. Number 5. We're all over the book today. I like it. That's fun. All right. Interesting. I'm trapped. Trapped in a place, trapped in a body, a place I'm not sure why, a body, was it a mistake? So many worries, so many things to come, a need so great, a want which isn't possible, to wish for things, to actually get them, impossible, to love someone, to have them love you, being able to overcome fear, being able to like yourself, a thing which you wish to achieve, a person who gives you strength, possible. This is very much a poem about being like a duck out of water. Hi, Sandra. Oh, Juanita, you still learning your tools? Ah, fantastic. Oh, dear. I was meditating before this number. So, yes, a duck out of water. There's a lot of new things that you're going through right now, Christine. There's a lot of stuff that you're having to learn and a lot of new pathways. And there's a lot of stuff that's coming up around self-doubt and just like, oh, it's a lot of heaviness there. Keep coming back to your heart. Keep coming back to the things that light you up. Find something, even if it's just one thing, every single day that makes you feel lighter. At the end of the day, go, and reflect. Did I find that one thing today that made my heart feel lighter? Another really great tool to ask at the start of the day is, hey, universe, show me something beautiful today. And good night, Juanita. No. No, Sandra, you can, first number between 1 and 88, you can pop that in there. So yeah, it's okay to feel a little bit overwhelmed with everything that you're going through at the minute. But at the same token, keep that lightness, keep that humor, keep that, the love, because these are the second part of that was like just really asking you to find those spaces of love and gentleness in your world and keep bringing them in. Keep being amazing. Okay? You've got this. You've got this, honey. It's stretching you. It is stretching you, but you'll be fine. All right, let's jump back up. Where did we get up to? Okay, Catherine, 29. Oh, you're welcome, Chris. Just catching up on the comments there. Beautiful. All right, Catherine, let us have a look at that. 29. Yep. And sometimes the waves are dumpers. And they just go, shoo. And that's okay too. You just got to roll with it. That candle behind me is very bright. It's okay. It's safe. It's not actually close to anything, so that's okay. Oh, dear. All righty, Catherine. Better make sure it is Catherine, didn't I? Yes, it is. Cool. The sanctuary. As each day passes, my love for you grows. I love your mind, your laughter, your body. I have never met a person who has made me feel so complete. I'll give myself to you, and you'll return the gesture twofold. I can share my deepest thoughts, feelings, and ideas, and feel no apprehension in doing so. With only a short time till I can hold you again, I am enjoying our steady growth of this feeling in my heart, with this feeling where solid would be, enveloping my body and securing me in our warmth of love. This is about you learning to trust, and it's about you learning how to soften and be vulnerable. And within that, you are going to be inspired by someone or maybe a couple of people to be this. And it's going to throw you off a little bit, and you'll sort of have those moments of going, oh, I don't know about this. But what will happen is that you will rediscover your potency and your magic of your feminine. And it's going to be a really beautiful unraveling for you. So this particular person that is referring to here may be a friend that could turn into more. But don't rely on that. But don't have that as your main focus. It's about learning how to just be more vulnerable and more gentle and soften that a little bit. Take off those harsh edges. All right. Hope that helps, my dear. Thank you so much for being with us, Lynn. I know it's really late over in New Zealand, so I'm very, very grateful for you being here. Oh, she's still here at the moment. So let's quickly jump over to hers. 77. Alrighty. Patience, my girl. If he is supposed to be yours, then he will be. You have made the connection over distance already. He loves you with all of his heart, soul, and body. He will do almost anything to talk and be with you. So he has some things he needs to sort. You know this year is about patience. This is another instance, another lesson. Breathe. Feel the love and the warmth because it is true. Trust it, trust in yourself, and trust what has been said before is true. Ah, Lynn. You know what that's about. Trust. Trust and love. Because it's yours. You got this, my sweet. Patience, nice. He's close. He is. He is. And just don't push. You'll be right. Just be your gorgeous, loving, amazing self, and everything will work out as it is supposed to, whatever that is. Alrighty, Sandra. I think you're lucky last today. 31. Glimmer. In these days of darkness, there is a glimmer of hope, a ray of sunshine that is shining stronger each day. It will take some time, but one day we'll be together again, and the sun will be able to shine over me again. All right, so even when things are feeling crappy, there's always something that's going to make you feel better. There's always some little ray of sunshine, a little butterfly, a rainbow, a smell, boba tea, whatever it is. There's always something that will make you feel more you. And gratitude is a big, beautiful one. So even if things are feeling a little bit crunchy and a little bit rough at the moment, you got this. And I know that you have loads and loads of tools in your little toolbox that will help you to shift through these energies and allow you the space to keep being beautifully, wonderfully, magically, goddessly you. Okay? You'll be right. And you do. You got this. You got this. I'm sending you a big, big hug. I'm just giving you a big, cuddly, snuggly hug so that you can just feel that and know that even though we're not in the same state, that there are people who love you and that the universe loves you and you're always supported no matter what. So for you, I would also be saying, ask that question in the morning, truth, like, hey, universe, can you show me something beautiful today? And when it shows you something beautiful, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, what else is possible? Can you show me something more that is beautiful today? What else can you show me that is beautiful today? And that will keep you looking for the lovely, lovely things in life rather than the things that make you feel like. Yeah, she does. Agreed, Lynn. I agree. You're welcome, honey. All right, it is time. You're welcome. It is time to do some meditation work. Okay. All right. Big deep breath in and close your eyes, everybody. Before I do, though, I'm glad you like my meditations. Actually, no, I'll leave that there for now. Good night, Lynn. Good night. Take a big, beautiful, deep breath in. All the way to the bottom of your bellies. And now breathing out. Take another big, deep breath in. Bringing Mother Earth energy all the way up through your body. And as you breathe out, bring Father Sky energy all the way down. Bring Mother Earth energy all the way up with the unconditional love. And Father Sky and the gratitude for everything and everyone all the way down. Become aware of your body, allowing your breathing to return to a gentle, easy space, keeping it low and slow. Encouraging your brain to release your dopamine rather than to cool down on the cortisol. Expanding out your awareness from within your body in a big bubble up into the sky and down into the earth. Expanding out your awareness beyond the building that you're in, beyond the country that you're in, expanding out that beautiful big bubble of awareness beyond the planet, beyond the solar system, beyond the galaxies, beyond the universes. Beautiful. And now focus on your body once more and grab your sense of allowance and expand that out. Expanding out your sense of allowance greater than your body. Remembering that having your sense of allowance expanded out takes you from being that tight, contracted little pebble at the bottom of a raging river of everybody else's thoughts, feelings, and emotions and opinions, their judgments, and expands you out to become like a big fluffy cloud where you can see all of that, all those thoughts, feelings, and emotions, the judgments, the projections and expectations, for exactly what they are. It's just energy. And now expanding out beyond the size of the room that you're in with your allowance. Expanding out your allowance beyond the size of the building that you're in, beyond the size of the country that you're in a beautiful big bubble, expanding out your allowance beyond the size of the planet, beyond the size of the solar system, beyond the size of the galaxies and the universes, and now beyond your awareness. Take a big deep breath in and allow your body to relax. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. So this week we have had the nudge from our teams to say that we need to take care of our throat chakra, our third eye chakra, and our sacral chakra. So let's give that a little bit of a help now. With Mother Earth energy flowing up and the unconditional love energy flowing up from your feet, moving through your legs, just soothing and calming any shock, trauma, heartache, any pains, any irritations, any inflammation. Moving all that beautiful unconditional love, Mother Earth energy up through your thighs, through your hips. And as it moves through that first chakra, your base chakra, it just cleanses and clears as it goes. Goes through your solar plexus chakra, your sacral chakra, my apologies. And we're going to spend a little bit of time with our sacral chakra. Going to watch it turn and spin. And as it turns and spins, it's an energy center. I'd like you to imagine that the Mother Earth energy is massaging it. You can even place your hand there and just gently move your hand where the sacral chakra is. And allow that energy to gently move and shift away any energies which are no longer serving you. You might feel like yawning as that energy is releasing. It's totally normal. Allowing that beautiful Mother Earth energy to completely surround, like a big warm blanket and a hug, around your sacral chakra. As it does so, it moves away any heavy, dense energies which are stuck there. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now we'll move that Mother Earth energy up through the belly and the back, doing in a quick little scooch over the solar plexus chakra, up through your shoulders and your heart chakra area. Just a quick dust over the heart chakra. And now we'll move up into the throat chakra. So again, place your hand over where your throat chakra is and move it in gentle little circles. Move it in the way that feels the best for you. There's no heaviness with your hand, it's just light, gentle pressure. If you know Reiki, this is a really lovely time to activate your Reiki hands and let them go to work on your chakras as well. See your throat and your throat chakra returning to full health, well-being, and vitality. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wonderful. Moving that Mother Earth and unconditional love energy all the way down your hands, down to your hands and out through your fingertips. And now we're going to move that energy up through your face, through the back of your head, through your brain, all the way up through the crown. Pausing for just a moment over the third eye. We'll place a hand or few fingers over your third eye, and once again just give that a little rub. Slow circular motions, allowing the third eye chakra to cleanse and clear so it can see your future with absolute clarity, giving you the ability to perceive in meditation what is true for you moving forward and what will create the most for you. Beautiful. And now we're going to move that Mother Earth energy. You can remove your hand off of your third eye, and we're just going to gently move that Mother Earth energy all the way up through the crown. So it becomes like a big, beautiful fountain at the top of your head, and it streams the water, that beautiful energy, like a waterfall, a water fountain, out the top of your head and moves it all the way back down. It's coming out, so it's completely surrounding your body and moving and embracing the shape of the torus. The Torah energy, which looks like a big donut. But your body is the center of that donut. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Take a big deep breath in and breathing out. Now stepping underneath a delicious crystalline waterfall, and just allowing any other little fragments of energies from any of your other chakra centers or your auric fields to just be washed away by Mother Earth. And now stepping out onto that big warm river rock, you feel once again the warmth of Mother Earth energy right underneath your feet. Breathing in, bringing it all the way up. Breathing out, bringing gratitude for everything and everyone with Father Sky energy all the way down. Breathing in, bringing Mother Earth and the unconditional love all the way up. And breathing out, bringing Father Sky and the gratitude for everything and everyone all the way down. Beautiful. When you're ready, open your eyes. Make sure that you have a drink of water before you tootle off to sleep, or whatever you do for the rest of your day. If you're watching this in the future as a replay, it's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much if you do that. It's very important to drink your water after you do meditations, whenever we do these healing type things. Very important. And if you can, have a little bit of Himalayan salt or salt of your choice, as it helps with any detoxing that is required to happen. Oh, you're so welcome, Sandra. Yeah, I found that to be really deeply grounding. Actually, it was lovely. I just feel like I'm like really with Mother Earth right now, which is just lovely, because I can quite often be not so much, and yet my connection to Mother Earth is immense. So yeah, it's fun. I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope you get to do something really, really tasty for yourself over this next week. Yeah. So yes, our third eye, our sacral, and our throat. That is our focuses for this week. So feel free to do some more. Yeah, off with the fairies. To have a listen to that throughout the week, if that is helpful to you. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. I love being here. I love being with you all, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here to celebrate my birthday with me today. And I look forward to seeing how you all travel over this next week. Alrighty, my friends, my beautiful, beautiful friends, because you are amazing. And until next week, be bold, be brave, and be you, my beautiful ones. Bye-bye.